Good morning. In the previous session, we had a discussion on the concept prime numbers and composite numbers. And we have learned that there will be exactly two factors for prime number. And for a composite number, there will be more than two factors. And we have also found the prime numbers having different properties like 2 is the first prime number and it is a even prime number. Composite numbers, 4 is the smallest composite number. Now we shall discuss another concept called as co-prime numbers. Unlike prime numbers, these co-prime numbers are slightly different. What is this co-prime number? Co-prime numbers refers to two numbers which do not have a common factor other than 1, then the two numbers are said to be co-prime numbers. If I consider randomly two different numbers like 4 and 5, the highest common factor or the common factor for 4 and 5 is only 1. Such type of numbers, they are called as co-prime numbers. If you take any two consecutive numbers, they will be co-prime. This fact you have to remember. Look at the factors of 2. The factors of 2 are 1 and 2. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. In this, the common factor I am going to highlight, the common factor is just 1. So such a type of number where the common factor is only 1, they are called as co-prime numbers. Therefore, 2 and 3, they are co-prime numbers. If you take two prime numbers, say for example 3 and 5, these are having the common factor as 1. I'll write the common factor as CF. The common factor is 1. So 3 and 5, they are also co-prime numbers. Satvik says 13, 15, they are co-prime numbers. Atharv says 13, 17 are co-prime numbers. The combination of any two prime numbers, if you take, they are called as co-prime numbers. Yes, Mihir says 5 and 7 are co-prime. Correct. Satvik says 37 and 42 are co-prime. Yes, they are also co-prime. If you consider a prime number with any other number as a combination, they will be co-prime. This co-prime numbers properties we are going to learn now. The first property is two prime numbers are co-prime numbers to each other. As I mentioned, the combination of two prime numbers are always co-prime. 7 and 23, they are co-prime because the highest common factor or the common factor is 1. The second property is co-prime numbers need not to be prime numbers. For example, if I take one of the number as 7 and another number, if I take it as 8, 7 and 8, their highest common factor is just 1. They are always co-prime. If I take a odd number and a even number, their common factor is 1. So they are coprime. Here one of your friend is asking, is 2 and 4 coprime? 2 and 4 cannot be coprime. If you take 2 and 4, the factors if we write, 2's factors are 1 and 2, 4's factors are 1, 2 and 4. In this, the common factors are 1 and 2. In that, highest common is 2. Such type of numbers where other than 1 is the common factor, they cannot be considered as coprime. So coprime numbers should have a common factor as only 1. This you must remember. Paras is asking, sir, please explain coprime numbers. Till now, I am explaining the coprime numbers only. Once again, I will repeat it. Coprime numbers means it's a combination of two numbers. If I take 1 and 2, the highest common factor is 1, or the common factor is 1. They are coprime. If I take 2 and 3, the common factor is only 1. They are coprime. If I consider 9 and 10, the common factor is just 1. These are all coprime numbers. So always remember, for coprime numbers, the combination should be two different numbers. To define coprime numbers, we require two numbers. If two numbers are having only one factor, that is 1, they are called as coprime numbers. Now Paras has understood. Now let's move on to the next concept, which is called as twin primes. Co-primes were different. Now twin primes are different. As the name suggests, twin refers to two numbers. So twin prime numbers are pair of prime numbers such that their difference is 2. They differ by 2. If I consider the number 3 and 5, if you do 5 minus 3, we get the difference as 2. If I consider 5 comma 7, 7 minus 5 is 2. If I consider 11 and 13, 13 minus 11, the difference is 2. 17 and 19, 19 minus 17 is also 2. So such type of numbers, which are prime numbers, where the difference is 2, they are called as twin primes. Hope it's clear to everyone. Now moving on to prime triplet. As the name suggests here, triplet refers to three numbers. Now Srinivas is having a doubt. Let's ask from Srinivas what is his doubt. Yes, Srinivas, you can
No, sir.
unmute.
No doubt, sir.
You are showing a different emoji.
Sir,
You are showing
Sir,
an emoji that means that you have not understood it.
sir, 2 and 3 are
understood,
co-prime
sir.
numbers.
Then why were you showing different emojis, sir?
Sir, 3
Yes,
and
sir.
4 are co-prime, sir.
See here in the class, we are not playing any competition or it's not a game. Isn't it?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Sir, 3 and 4 are co-prime numbers, sir.
You tell me 3 and 4 are co-prime numbers or not?
Sir, they are co-prime numbers only, sir.
Why they are co-prime
Yes, sir.
numbers?
Because they are having only one common factor.
Common factor is one.
Only one
Common
is
factor is 1.
So you only know the answer. 3 and 4 must be co-prime numbers.
Sir, 3 and 4 not prime.
Sir, 13 and 17 also co-prime number only, so no, sir.
Yes, sir.
You take combination of any two numbers, such that the highest common factor is 1, they are all co-prime. If you take 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, consecutive two different numbers you take, they will be co-prime. But for
Okay, sir.
defining
Thank
a
you, sir.
twin prime, both the numbers has to be prime number. In co-prime number, that concept is not there. For twin prime, combination of prime numbers only must be there. You look at this 3, 5, they are prime, 5, 7 is a prime, 11, 13 is a prime, 17, 19 is a prime, 29, 31 is a prime. Likewise, 71, 30, 73 is also a prime. Their difference is 2, they are called as twin prime. Now, as the name suggests here, prime triplets, there should be combination of three numbers such that the difference between the consecutive numbers must be 2. 3 plus 2, if you do, you get 5. To that, if you do plus 2, you will get 7. These are the triplet, prime triplet. And remember, friends, this is the only prime triplet. There cannot be any other prime triplet like 3, 5, 7. So, in the examination, if they ask, mention the prime triplet, you have to write 3, 5, 7 only. There cannot be any other number other than 3, 5, 7. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
Sir.
Any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Moving on further, here I have a question. Uh, Write all the pairs of twin primes between 20 and 100. Between 20 and 100. It should be more than 20 and less than 100. Of which the first twin prime number, if I want,
Sir,
I will write
29
it as
and 31.
20, 21, 23, 31, 23, 23, 29, 23, 29. No, sir, 23,
if I
29,
write
no.
23, 29,
31.
it will be wrong.
31.
Sir, it is wrong, sir.
3.
Why it is
31,
wrong?
31.
The difference is
Sir,
not
because
because it's not because the difference is
the
2.
difference is not two. Difference is not.
The difference is not 2,
Difference
sir.
is not two, sir.
It is wrong.
Difference is not equal to 2.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it cannot be twin
31.
prime number.
41.
For a twin prime number, always remember there should be the difference 2. Moving on to previous slide, here I have written the twin prime numbers right from 1 to 100. In this only you can see that 2931 is a twin prime number. 2931 is a twin prime number. Likewise, you have to select after 31, is there a twin prime number? 41, 43 is a twin prime number. 59, 61 is a twin prime number. 71, 73 is a twin prime number. Now think of a twin prime number other than them. Do we have any twin prime number other than these? There is no other prime number other than them. So let me take these only and put it over there. So these are the prime numbers and they are twin prime numbers. Each of their difference is exactly 2. Do we have any trick to find twin prime numbers? No, we don't have any trick to find. But for finding prime numbers, we have a method called as Eratosthenes method, which I had given here. First, we have to place the numbers right from 1 to 100. Then you have to cross out 1 as it is a neither a composite number or a prime number. Then you have to encircle 2 and cross out all the multiples of 2. And you have to continue further till the multiples of 11. Then we get prime number. And I had given this in the notes also. You must have understood this. 1 is striked off, 2 is encircled, and the multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, they are crossed off. Then followed by 3, multiples of 3 are struck off. Then multiples of 5 are struck off. Likewise, till 11 if you do, you get the remaining numbers. The remaining numbers are prime numbers, and they are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97. In this only you can observe which of them is having difference as to if you take the combination of 41, 43, the difference is 2. If you take the combination of 59, 61, the difference is 2. 71, 73, the difference is 2. Here, previous one, 29, 31, the difference is 2. All right. Yes, moving further, here is a question. Express each of the following numbers as the sum of twin primes. 84 should be expressed as a combination of twin prime. We need to write 83 as a sum of two prime numbers such that their difference is 2. If you consider 41 added to 43, their difference is 2, and undoubtedly 41 and 43, they are prime numbers. So the answer is 41, 43. Ram Charan says 59, 61. 59 plus 61 is 120. It's answer for this question. 59 plus 61. Do we have any other combination of prime numbers giving 84 and 120? We don't have any other number apart from these two numbers. All right. Moving further, it's very easy concept which we all had learned in our class 5, and also we learned this concept for preparing entrance examination. We need to know the test for divisibility. The first one is divisibility by 2. We all know that whenever a number is divisible by 2, we say that it's a even number. So all the even numbers are divisible by 2. Satvik says 109 plus 11 is wrong. Here I have not written any 109 plus 11. Okay. You stop discussing among yourself. If you have any query, please discuss with me. Test for divisibility by 2. If the number ends with 2468 or 0 as units place. If these are the units place digits, then the number is divisible by 2. Here 18, 122, 294, 4306, 93,250, all these numbers are divisible by 2 since they are even numbers. Next, test for divisibility by 3. You must remember that we need to add the digits. When the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. If you consider an example, 3246, 3246, if you add the digits, the sum will be 15 and this 15 is divisible by 3. Therefore, the number is divisible by 3. One more such example. If you take 3654, 3 added to 6 added to 5 added to 4 gives 18 and 18 is divisible by 3. Hence the given number 3654 is divisible by 3. Now Paras has a doubt. He is asking, please explain the test for divisibility by 2. I am going to unmute this. I'll ask one of you to tell the test for divisibility by 2, which is not a difficult concept which we are learned in class 5.
I can.
Yes, Nikhil?
Test of divisibility is
Sir, I want to say Sir Sohan Samrat.
I have asked Nikhil to say it. First, Nikhil will say.
divisibility by 2 a
Hmm.
number which ends with 2, 6, 8 or 0. It is divisible by 2.
Hmm. All those numbers which are ending with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, they are all divisible by 2. Coming to Paras, what is the doubt?
Understood, sir. I understood.
You understood it? I am not telling any difficult concepts, sir. You must understand it easily. Okay. Now, test for divisibility by 4. When test for divisibility by 4 is to be done, we always look at the number formed by last two digits. In this 1548, let me highlight the number formed by last two digits. It's 48. If this number 48 is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. And we know that 4 12 times is 48. So the given number 1548 is divisible by 4. Likewise, here is a larger number 24,612. Now I am going to highlight the number found by the last two digit, which is 12. 12 is divisible by 4. It gives 3. So it means that the given number is divisible by 4. It's very easy. If I give the number as 13457, is this number divisible by 4? Your answer must be no. The reason is the last two digits 57 is not divisible by 4. Therefore, the given number is not divisible by 4. It's very easy. Moving further, divisibility by 5. If the digit in ones place of a number is either 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. If you take 510, it is divisible by 0. Sorry, it is divisible by 5. Here there is a doubt from your friend. Is 1900 divisible by 4? Moving further, in the previous one, divisibility by 4. He's asking 1900, is this number divisible by 4? Here I have given a statement like the number found by the last two digits, if it is divisible. Here the number found by last two digits is 00. We should not consider. And you must remember, if the number ends with two zeros, two zeros are there. If the number is ending with two zeros, then the number is divisible by 4. The simple example I am going to take is 100. 100 is divisible by 4 and we get the result as 25. Therefore, if you have any number where two zeros are there, they are all divisible. Whereas test for divisibility by 8 is similar, there will be combination of three zeros. Uh, Ritvik has a doubt. Aniket also has a doubt. I'm going to unmute. Ritvik can ask his doubt.
Sir, I don't
Yes.
have any doubts, sir. I just wrote the spelling, sir, for a doubt.
Okay, sir. Thanks for correcting your friend. Aniket had a doubt. Aniket, yes. What is the doubt?
Sir, 3100 divided by 4, this answer is what, sir?
3,800.
800. Yes, sir.
3800, no? It is
Yes,
divisible
sir.
by 4. If you want to divide, you divide and check it, sir.
Sir, it is divisible by 4, 5 and 2.
4 9 times is 36. 200 remains. 4 5s are 20, 1 0 remains. So 950 will be the quotient. So it is exactly divisible. So all those numbers where the number is ending with two zeros, they are all divisible by 4.
And it's a digit 10, sir. 0 means all the numbers are divisible by 4, sir.
Srishail, repeat.
Sir, last two digits 00 means the number is divisible by 4, sir.
Yes, sir, I said the same thing. When the number is ending with two zeros, they are all divisible by 4.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, if the number is ending with only 10, it is also divisible by 4, sir. Divisible by 4 not.
Very good question. If the number is ending with 10, is it divisible by 4? If I consider the numbers ending with 10 like 10,
160.
20,
It is
30,
divisible by not 4.
40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's all. If I take two digit numbers like this, in this you can identify 20 is divisible by 4, 40 is divisible by 4, 60 is divisible by 4. 60 is not divisible by 4.
Yes, sir. 15 times, sir. 15 times.
Sir, divisible 4, sir.
Into
Yes,
50
sir.
into 4
50
is
4s are 60,
Divisible by
correct?
4.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
10
sir.
50
into
is
4, sir.
divisible by 4. This number
Sir.
is not divisible. Let me highlight that 10 is not divisible. So in such cases, you have to go with this. The number found by the last two digits. If this number is divisible by 4, then the number which is ending with, say for example, 340 is divisible by 4. 540 is divisible by
Sir,
4.
I have a doubt, sir.
640 is divisible by 4. 840 is divisible by 4. Yes, Vinny, what is the doubt?
Sir, the last two digit 00, sir, divisible by 4, 5 and 2, sir.
Madam, I am telling the test for divisibility by 4. If you have doubt related to that, you please ask. Do you have doubt in that? Do you have doubt in that?
Sir, the last digit, sir, the last two digit 00 is
Coming to your
divisible
question,
by,
coming to your question,
Yes,
if
sir.
it is a number having last two digits 00, this 100 is divisible by 2. This 100 is divisible by 5.
yes, sir.
This 100 is also divisible by 4. What is the doubt?
Yes, sir.
Anything?
नहीं इसमें डाउट क्या है?
Sir, no doubt, sir. सर डाउट कुछ नहीं है सर, यही पूछ रही थी कि जो ये लास्ट टू डिजिट 00
लास्ट टू
होते हैं,
डिजिट्स जब 00 होती है, you all know that it is a even number. ये even number ही है ना? It is a even
ये मुझसे
number.
डिविजिबल होते हैं क्या?
जो भी even number रहती है, they will all divisible by 2. जो number
Yes,
ends
sir.
with 0 होता है, it's divisible by 5. The number ending with 2 zeros, special category, divisible by 4. नहीं आई बात समझ में?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Okay. Now let's discuss
Yes,
the
sir.
test for divisibility by 6. Whenever a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6. This concept should be known to you. If a number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, then the number is divisible by 6. One example, 1356 is divisible by 2 because 6 is a even number, it is ending with 6. If you add the digits, the sum is 15. 15 is divisible by 3. Therefore, the given number is divisible by 6. Alright? Now you can ask any doubt if you have.
Sir, 150 divisible by 6, sir.
150? Is it divisible by 6?
Divisible. Yes, sir.
Now you should tell me whether it is divisible by 6 or not. 150 I am going to write. Is it divisible by 2?
Sir, is 25, sir.
It is divisible by 2 and 3.
It is divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3?
Yes, sir.
It is divisible by 3. Therefore, 150 is divisible by 6.
By 6.
You understood the concept now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The number has to be divisible by both 2 and 3.